Hey guys, me Andrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber, eh? I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in a while, but I've been busy, plus I couldn't think of anything to post until now. Recently, since I got the Skylanders Swap Force game, I've really been collecting. Don't believe me? Take a look. That's right, I have 12 out of 16 swappers. The only one I'm missing that's out right now, part of Wave 3, is Robo-Rouser. Sad truth is, I don't think that Doomstone, Freeze Blade, or Trap Shadow aren't coming out for a while. But when they do, it's going to be worth the wait. So yeah, big fan of Skylanders right now. And so are a lot of you. Also, I've been to a Sears Outlet Mall, and they had a major sale on these jumbo Skylander plushes that light up and talk. I mean major. It's like they're desperate to get them out of the store. Don't believe me? They were only $4 each. Could you believe that? I went crazy over them. In fact, I bought one of each. Don't believe me? Take a look. I bought a giant T-Rex Spyro, which is the same size as my other Spyro plush. See? And a giant Trigger Happy. Watch what happens when you twist T-Rex's arm. Cool, huh? Well, I'm sure he can't talk, but at least you guys here can.
No gold, no glory.
And watch. His guns light up. And Spyro, he talks, and his horns light up.
Born to bat. Oh, fired up. Born to bat. Born to bat.
Cool, huh? Alright, now for the main subject of this video. You ever wonder if Skylander guys from Activision are going to make a fourth game? If they do, I think it should be called Skylanders Unlimited. Instead of just swapping bodies or tops, they should swap all their body parts. Elemental platforms, arms, legs, eggs, bodies, heads, all of them. In fact, I think they should invent this thing called speak cores. They're kind of like light cores, except they don't light up, but they talk. Figures actually talk. Cool. Alright, anyways, if they do make a fourth game, I have some Skylander ideas. That's right, I made up my own Skylanders. You guys want to see? Yeah, you do. In fact, I'm going to show them to you right now. These are all my Skylander ideas. I made 2 for each element. And none of these are real. I made them all up. We're going to start with the undead element. First up we have Bonehead. I'm big boned. Alright, some of these guys I modeled after other characters from somewhere else. Some of these I came up with my own. This guy here, Bonehead, I modeled him after the Skeleton Warrior from Lego Ninjago. What do you think? It's cool. Next to him is Frankenpine. End of the pine. He's supposed to be like some haunted, undead, spooky tree covered in pine needles. Now moving to life element, we have Tripod. Trip out, Chavo. Obviously, he's 3 peas inside a pod. Sorry, I think the lens is a little blurry. What do you think? My dad said this is the best Skylander idea I ever had. And I agree. In fact, I made a really big poster of him. And it's even more realistic. Cool, huh? That's not all. I even made a claymation figure of him. Right here. Right next to my Swarm Eraser puzzle figure thing. I think there's the Life Elemental platform, and there's the figure. I made them all by myself out of clay. Alright, moving on. Next to Tripod is Charmageddon. I'm feeling lucky! The reason why he's called that is because he's supposed to be like some kind of lucky Irish leprechaun poppy charm. That's why he's called Charmageddon. Cool, right? Next up we have Blow. I'll blow you away. I know, he's a bit cheesy, but I'm running out of ideas. He's supposed to be like a cloud with a big mouth that blows and sucks things in. So yeah, that's about it. Next up is Crossbow. You've just crossed the line. Alright, I modeled him after Legolas from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. As you can see, he looks like him. He has long hair, cape, tough armor, crossbow, and shiny sharp sword. It's cool. Next up is the tech element. First we have MP Flea. Flea pad to Flea. I modeled him after those brainbot things from the movie Megamind. As you can see, he's a robotic flea with weapons sticking out of him, so yeah. Next up is Dr. Mayhem. Alliance with science! Sorry, I was trying to sound like Dr. Doofenshmirtz from, or whatever his name is, from Phineas and Ferb. That's who I want him to sound like. So yeah, he's supposed to be like some kind of mad scientist guy, obviously. He has a ray gun, crazy mad scientist face, and changeable robot hands with saw blades, rocket-powered roller skates. Yeah, he's a pretty mad scientist, literally. Next up, fire element. First up we have candlelight. Light the candles! As you can see, I modeled him after Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, obviously, because that's who he looks like. He shoots fire from the candles enemies. He even shoots melted wax. Ouch! Not to hurt on his enemies. Next up is Firefly. Burn from the sky! He has little flames sticking out of his tail end, and his whole body is covered in these red and yellow lightning bolt patterns on his skin. He even has flames on his antennas. It's cool, right? Next up is the water element. First up we have Manta. The ray is here to stay. As you can see, he's a manta ray with arms and legs, but almost all the characters from Skylanders have arms and legs. And he has a little stingray tail, which makes no sense because he's a manta ray, so he's technically both at once. Next up we have Slither Shock. Deal with the eel! He's like an electric eel, and what he's holding in his other hand is a jumper cables, whatever. He uses them to shock his enemies. Next up is the earth element. First up we have Jack. Hee-ha-ha! He's not a kangaroo like Kangaroo Jack, which is my favorite movie so far, both parts 1 and 2. And no, he's not a jackrabbit. He's actually a donkey, so Jack means yeah. There are some people who call donkey just a plain Jack. So yeah, as you can see, he has big muscles here and there. He's cool. Next up is Roadhog. From dawn till dusk. That's a pretty clever catchphrase. At first, my catchphrase for him was going to be ready for the ram or something, but that sounds a bit cheesy. Plus, this was much more clever. I tried making him look more Earth-like by coloring him all in beige and brown. Looks cool, right? Last but not least is the magic element. First up, we have Color Shift. Blending in. He's a chameleon, obviously. Yeah, I started running out of ideas, I know. So yeah, he turns invisible, changes his color, and when he changes color, he even changes his element, which symbolizes a different attack. Cool. And last but not least, smoke. I'm smoking. Yeah, he's like, I modeled him after one of them hazmat worker guys. And he has these little grenade-packed shoulder straps, smoke grenades. And he has this little air tank, or gas tank, whatever, with a smoke sprayer to suffocate his enemies. Oh, and that's not all. I have 2 more Skylander ideas, but first, you know the 2 main dragons, Spyro and Cinder? Pretty good friends. Sure, they used to be enemies. Cinder used to be evil, but it wasn't her fault. When she was just an egg, she was kidnapped by an evil dragon who raised her to be evil. Spread fear throughout the universe. Spyro defeated her, then she turned to an agent of good. She thanked him, they became friends, otherwise they wouldn't be on the same team. I haven't played the original Spyro game, so that's just my best theory. I had a good feeling the 2 dragons might even be in love. In fact, I have evidence to prove it. Now here's a trading card about Cinder. It says Undead Dragon, because that's what she is. Here's what it says. Yes. While they won't admit it, some of the other Skylanders are a little scared of Cinder. The Purple Dragoness is an agent of good, but can come off as a little menacing. However, she has a big supporter in Spyro, who convinced Eon to bring her aboard to the Skylanders. Spyro also has the unique ability to make Cinder smile. Sounds convincing, huh? If they do mate or get married, here's how I imagine their offspring or children would look like. Say hello to the theorized offspring of Spyro and Cinder. First up, we have the daughter descended from Spyro, Sparklefly. Let the dragon shine! As you can see, she has bright, huge, sparkling wings and scales all over her with scaly patterns. I gave her a pretty girly face, all covered in hot pink and gold and yellow. Yeah. Next we have the son descended from Cinder. Voltergeist! I gave him a speech impediment whenever he says a word as an if you ever pronounces the S. Prepare for a shockout. So yeah. He's pretty cool, right? His body's all covered in electrical bolts and sparks and stuff. Cool. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to show you guys. It took me a couple tries to get this video right, but it was worth it. Hope you guys liked the video and my Skylander ideas. I have about 20 seconds till the camera's full of memory, so I have to go now. Till then, like, view, and subscribe to your favorite Canadian YouTuber, eh? Bye.